Hey y'all. Why is my car's in reverse? Why am I not going anywhere? Oh. Mostly that noise aggravates me, but it also reminds me of when I was a teenager and I had those loud cars. In fact, I think it was my first husband. He had a yellow Gran Torino, and it had glass packs on it. Now, the way it worked back then was the police could stop you for that, for the noise. And they also had these things called cherry somethings. I don't know. But anyway, the way it worked back then was that if you could make it into your driveway before the police tried to stop you, then they couldn't do anything. But I can tell you, he got a couple of tickets for those stupid mufflers. We really could not afford that stuff, but you know. But anyway, I just left the doctor's office. Oh my gosh, you guys. Totally different experience. She was very business-like, I guess you would say. And but she was nice, and so far I have a referral to have my ears checked. Yeah, my it could be my hearing aids, because they just don't seem to, the batteries don't last. Oh well. Anyway, so I got a referral for that. I got a referral for a chiropractor because I have a friend who swears by her chiropractor. Now, I've seen at least two before. The first one tried to kill me, trying to get me into a pretzel position. And then the other one, I could never tell a difference. He did tell me that I should have I should wear an orthopedic insert, nothing fancy, but I should wear one, I think he said, in my left shoe, because everybody that has gone to a chiropractor or goes to a chiropractor that I've ever talked to, they have one leg shorter than the other one. Since I'm wearing shoes more, maybe I'll try one of those. Can't hurt. I would do anything, y'all, and I got a shot in my butt. It sprinkled a while ago, y'all, and God was just messing with me. All it did was big splats on the windshield, and that was it. But anyway, we need rain, y'all. We need rain desperately. But anyway, okay, the hearing aids, the chiropractor, shot in my butt for pain. I need to back in probably. I don't know why, but I always need to back in for some reason or another. I've got some stuff that I need to donate, y'all, and I need to get my butt up out of bed and take that stuff. It's sitting on my driveway. Y'all know that if I screw up this parking stuff, that you will never see this video. Ever. Okay, let me see. Oh, look at that. I mean, that is near perfect. Anyway, the light is always right in my face. So, I don't know what it is, the name of that stuff she gave me, but, and of course the handout with all the exercises for you to do. What I hate about them is that sometimes you can be pretty okay, and then you'll do one of those exercises, and then you get a sharp pain, and it kind of like brings it on. Okay, stand up, too much sitting. Okay, I do stand up a lot. Have you had enough water today? You know I try. Sciatic is simply caused by pressure being placed on the sciatic nerve by one or more of the following things: piriformis syndrome, herniated disc, spinal stenosis, and spondylolisthesis. Now, I do remember them telling me the last time I had an MRI was that I had some spinal stenosis, as well as osteoporosis, sciatica, arthritis. I hope this shot helps y'all. I really do. She said it could last between 5 and 7 days. Do you think if it helped, I would not want to go in and get a shot? It really, I mean, it's nothing. She was pinching my butt fat, and she said, "Are you ready?" And I said no, and that's when she did it. And it was just a little prick. I know y'all are fascinated with my medical stuff, and that's why I'm trying to fill you in. It is Veronica Williams, FNP, which is a nurse practitioner. My blood pressure was 113/76. I don't know what that means. Body mass index 18. Temperature 98.1. Weight 116 and 9 ounces. My pulse was 100, and my oxygen saturation was 97. I'm a healthy specimen, y'all. Okay, the name of the shot is called, well, it's got ketorolac, and then in parentheses it says Toradol. Now I'm going to look that up. Next due Wednesday, the 22nd, June 22nd. That's today. Huh. It says expected once and 1 dose remaining. I don't know about that. I'll have to get some clarification. But anyway, y'all, I'm very happy. The girls are always nice, and the guys. They have a guy who comes in, and I remember him because every time you have any referrals or anything, he comes in and talks to you about them. And he was so sweet. After the shot, I had to wait 15 minutes to see if I was going to have a reaction. Ah! I guess it took longer. I'm sorry, y'all. Just the idea that I could get some relief from this pain just makes me giddy. But anyway, he's really sweet. And of course, I talk a mile a minute, and he was talking too. I wasn't the only one. And next thing you know, my 15 minutes was up and I could leave. I said, thank you for entertaining me. But anyway, y'all, I have so many things I need to do. I let my laundry get away from me. I don't know why I do that. I can come up with 100 excuses, though. My back is hurting. I shouldn't wait till the end of the day. That's the worst time for me to do laundry. I should do it first thing in the morning. It's too hot. I've got some earwax removals that I need to watch. I am so fascinated with those. I especially like the peely ones where evidently your earwax migrates out of your ear. It goes, the doctor I watch all the time, or the audiologist, he's so cool. Because he explains everything. I feel like I'm an audiologist student. He also trains people. He's in the UK. But anyway, the UK, by the way, banned the use of irrigation to clean your ears. Did y'all know that? I know you didn't. Fun fact for the day. But anyway, yeah, I was talking about the earwax removal stuff. It's like, but a lot better than watching somebody get the skin peeled off a sunburn. Oh, I used to love to do that for my friends, and I love to have it done to me too. But anyway, I'm sitting here. I'm working on this project, and I'm going to make another little video when I get out of the car and show y'all what I've been working on, because I always forget to do that. And I'll get right in the middle of what I'm doing, and then I'll think about, you should be making a video about this. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to, take off my gloves, and I gotta go get my camera and my tripod. Now that's just pure laziness right there. And I know that for a fact. But anyway, y'all, happy, happy, happy. The girls were so sweet, and the gentlemen, and, and at least I have to say that this doctor did offer me something. Whether it works or not, it makes me feel better to know that she was willing to try something, But anyway, it's a gorgeous day. It's 76 degrees. Did I tell y'all Lily brought a rat in the house day before yesterday, and I fell down the front steps? I don't know if I made a video about that or not. Now, we're not talking the lizard that got in my recliner, okay? We're talking about not a mouse, a rat. And when I was trying to get him out of the front door with the broom, I am not exaggerating, y'all. That rat was standing up like this on the broom, and I'm getting cold chills. I mean, he was trying to attack me. And what's that man that I spend a lot of time with? Jerry. He didn't really believe me. He always thinks I'm kind of exaggerating, which I'm not saying I don't do that, but I'm saying when I'm telling you how big a varmint is, and I know the difference between a mouse and a rat. They're very easy to tell apart. And so I was telling him about that rat, and he came over, and by that time I had already gotten the rat out of the house, fallen down my stairs. The rat was right there looking at me. I got up so fast, and it's really weird. You know, I have security cameras everywhere, and he showed me, actually what he did was he streamed it to my phone because my back was hurting. Oh, my ribs were hurt. Anyway, he streamed it to my phone. It is very weird to see yourself tumbling through the air and hitting the concrete. Thank you, Jesus. Y'all, I could have busted my head open. I could have broken my neck, could have broken a hip, anything. And I just got bruised ribs. And the reason is when I fell down the stairs, I wish I could show it to y'all. It's kind of funny, really. But I landed with the broom right under my boob right there. And I landed really hard on that broom. Now, you would think that I would have let go of that dumb broom, but I didn't. That rat was very aggressive. It took me forever to get him scooted over to the fence because he kept coming back at me. You would think, now little mouse, they're going to take off. But boy, he was standing his ground. I'm not kidding you. I'm getting goosebumps. It just freaked me out so bad. And that same day, first she got a mouse. Then she got the rat. And then she got another lizard. Now, she escaped from the yard 2 times. I better look before I put up an earlier video because I might have explained all this to y'all. Maybe I just won't put that one up. But anyway, she got out of the yard twice. Yeah. And then yesterday morning, I was letting her be outside with me. And the first thing she did was she ran over to this corner over here where the hose thing is. She didn't even jump up on the hose thing. She was climbing the fence. I had already moved the hose box because that's how I thought she was doing it. I turned the water on her, y'all, and she just kept climbing the fence. I had to drop the hose. It didn't have one of those sprayer things on it. It was just hose, and it was going crazy, and I was spraying her with that water. That didn't work. She kept climbing. I had to grab her and pull her off the fence. So now, you know, Jerry's gonna fix her a runner that goes from the front yard all the way to the back, where we can hook her leash to her harness and she can go from the front to the back. At least that way, if I miss looking at her for 2 seconds, she won't have time to get over the fence. Oh, but before that happened, what happened? I let her outside. It was in the morning, and I was going to get something to drink, a Gatorade or something. And I went out there, and I was looking for her, and I didn't see her. Now, when she goes outside, normally she goes over here on the fence that separates myself and Stephanie's yard. She wasn't there. So I looked up at the front. My van was parked over on the other side of my driveway. She's lying in the shade under the rear end of the van, and she's just laying there all relaxed. I mean, she was not in prey mode, and she was all relaxed, and she was just watching the bicyclers that cycle through here every day. Every day, and they'll make 2 or 3. I just admire them for riding their bikes all around our park and getting that exercise. But I wish I had my phone in my hand. She was laying there just cool as a cucumber. She wasn't trying to go anywhere. And when I went out there to get her, I thought she's gonna jump up and run, because one time she got under the middle of the van, and Jerry had to toss some little pebbles at her to get her to move close enough to me where I could get her. But y'all, this girl is a jungle cat. I was looking yesterday, this is going to be a really long video. I was looking yesterday at things I could do to keep her in the yard. And of course, I'm very familiar with the electric fence that you put right under your ground, and they wear a collar, and you can put it on your own arm and see what the different settings feel like. And you know, you start at the weakest one and you build up. But it said, if your cat gets overexcited or has a high prey drive, I'm looking over there, I should be looking over there, a high prey drive, it may not work. So scratch that. Then I looked at this thing that you can add to your fence, and it's a metal piece that sticks out. I think it said a 45-degree angle. I don't know. Anyway, and it has fence on it. So if they go up the fence, they're not going to be as likely. Nah, that wouldn't stop Lily at all. Then I looked at mesh, and they have this really fine mesh, and I believe, well, I know there's a way, it would take a lot of it, but there's this fine mesh, and you can stretch it from wherever you want to wherever you want. So for me, it would be from the fence up to the carport or the patio cover, and then down at the end. It could be at the end of the patio, and then in the front it would have to be before my steps to keep her in, so she could still enjoy the outdoors. She is crying and crying to come out, and I haven't come out very much because I feel guilty. And she's so dang fast. So, I'm working on it, y'all. And I know some of y'all are going to say, Deborah, if you don't make her be an inside cat, blah, 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 and the scenarios, you know, get uglier as you go along. But I've got to come up with something that will allow her to enjoy the outdoors, because she's used to it. She loves it. It's my fault, but I have to work with that, y'all. When she's in the house all the time, all she does is sleep. And then toward the end of the day, about 7 o'clock, she gets that little zoomy thing. And that's all the exercise she gets. She doesn't want to play. That's just the way it is. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. I love you. Do your best to be, if not happy, do your best to do something fun. Oh, I've almost swapped my earwax removal obsession. I'm still on the rocks, but with DIY stuff. I felt like I was losing my hearing aid. Anyway, now I'm watching DIY from the Dollar Tree. Y'all start watching me put together this little stuff, and I'm telling you, winter is gonna have arrival. Anyway, love y'all. Do as I say. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.